I've been hearing about a lot of restaurants going out of business. Now, the world came crashing down in September of '07, at least for restaurant people, because things started to tighten up with the economy. In the first place you see it, besides real estate and probably auto dealerships, you saw it in the restaurants. People started cutting back. But it's amazing to me how many people are in the restaurant business that really shouldn't be. Just because you eat out doesn't make you, I guess, capable of owning a restaurant. But more importantly, I love to hear all the time people stop and say, hey, you know what, my uncle, my mom, my grandmother, my next door neighbor's best friend, what a great cook. They should be in the restaurant business. The truth is, there's really three things to think about, I believe. Maybe you can cook really well at home, but here's the catch. Can you cook simple at home? Can you cook a great meal? Can you get it all to the table at the same time, nice and hot? Most people find that to be pretty difficult, or making a sauce to go with the dish. Second step, you got that conquered now. You know how to put together a great menu, a great meal. You can do it and feed 8-10 people at home. It's all to the table at the same time. Okay, now let's say you're going to go to a restaurant. Can you do that with the pressure, and do that in an environment where you've got a lot of other things going on? Can you do it with cost efficiencies? Can you do it without any waste? Can you do it and manage other people to give you what you need? And then the final point is, if you got all that covered and you still feel pretty good about yourself, now let me tell you this. Now go in the kitchen, put a couple of folks around with you, but put up 20 dupes. Put up people that are out there. You can't say, hey, you know what, I got enough now, come back later. You got to get it all accomplished at one time. You got to make it happen. So you might have this passion, this love. You might be a great cook, great chef, if you want to say. You might be able to wear the white coat, but if you can't do it under the environment that we're talking about, you talk about some of those TV shows. I love some of these TV shows, and the chef's yelling and screaming at you. Gordon Ramsay, one of my favorites, but you know what? Get used to it. That's what it's like. That's what the pressure's like in a real restaurant kitchen. If you can't do that, the other choice is take $1 million. Best way to make $1 million in a restaurant, best way to make $1 million is start with $2 million. I tell you, within a year, you'll be down about $1 million, because if you don't know what you're doing, it's the worst business in the world, working on 8%, 10% margins. Sounds simple, sounds great. Matter of fact, next time I want to sell a place, come around with your $2 million. I'll be happy to sell to you.